Welcome back to our channel Rare Coins Hub. In today's video we are going to explore something really interesting and exciting. Stay with us and don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get started. The 1975 one-dime coin holds a significant place in the history of U.S. currency, particularly for collectors and numismatists alike. This coin represents both an era in American coinage and a turning point in the way the U.S. Mint approached coin production during the mid-1970s. To truly appreciate the value of the 1975 dime, one must first consider the historical context that led to its design, production, and ultimate collector appeal. By the mid-1970s, the United States had already undergone numerous changes, both politically and economically. The country was recovering from the challenges of the Vietnam War, dealing with the effects of Watergate, and navigating an ongoing economic crisis that had left the nation grappling with inflation and rising interest rates. This was also a time of growing interest in American coinage, as people began to see their pocket change as more than just currency. They saw it as part of the country's cultural history. The 1975 one-dime coin came into production during a period marked by change and transition, both in the political landscape and in the designs that graced U.S. coins. The design of the 1975 one-dime coin remained largely unchanged from previous years, as the obverse featured the famous portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt had been chosen as the subject of the dime in 1945, shortly after his death, as a tribute to his leadership and efforts during the Great Depression and World War II. This portrait, designed by John R. Sinek, has since become one of the most recognizable images on U.S. coinage. Roosevelt's profile is depicted with remarkable detail, his distinctive facial features, such as his prominent nose and keen eyes, offering a sense of the man's strength and character. On the reverse side of the coin, the torch, olive branch, and oak branch symbolize freedom, peace, and strength, respectively. These symbols are important as they reflect the values upon which the nation was built, values that have remained central to the identity of the United States. The torch is a symbol of liberty and enlightenment, the olive branch of peace, and the oak branch of strength and endurance. Together, these images encapsulate the American spirit and serve as a reminder of the country's ideals. The designs for the reverse side were created by Felix Schlag, the same artist who designed the Jefferson nickel. Though the 1975 one-dime coin did not mark a major change in terms of its design, it was significant in the larger context of American coinage. The 1970s were marked by experimentation with coin metals due to the rising costs of production, particularly the price of silver. In 1965, the U.S. Mint had begun to phase out the use of silver in most circulating coins, replacing it with more affordable copper-nickel-clad compositions. This move was part of a broader trend during the post-World War II period where the cost of precious metals, like silver, caused many countries, including the U.S., to reconsider the metal content of their coins. By 1975, coins like the dime were primarily composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, a combination that has remained standard to this day. While the 1975 one-dime coin may not have introduced any dramatic changes in terms of composition, its production was still influenced by these evolving economic pressures. The minting of dimes in 1975 was part of the ongoing effort to create a more cost-effective system for producing U.S. coins, something that would ensure that the country could continue to meet the demands of commerce without sacrificing the integrity of its currency. Mintage of the 1975 dime coin was relatively high, with millions of dimes produced that year. The Philadelphia Mint and Denver Mint were responsible for striking the majority of these coins, and they were distributed into circulation across the United States. While many of the 1975 dimes were used in everyday transactions, some were set aside and preserved by collectors, recognizing the potential future value of these coins as historical artifacts. Despite the relatively high mintage, the 1975 one-dime coin has become a sought-after piece among collectors, especially those who specialize in modern U.S. coins. The rarity of the 1975 dime has only increased over time as many of these coins have been lost to circulation or worn down by years of use. Coins in uncirculated or proof condition are particularly valuable, as they remain in pristine form and retain all of their original detail. The condition of a coin plays a crucial role in determining its value, and the 1975 dime coin is no exception. Among numismatists, the 1975 dime is often discussed in terms of its rarity in higher grades. Coins that are graded MS-67 or higher can command substantial premiums, sometimes reaching values of over $145,000, especially if they are verified by a recognized grading service such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC), or the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS). The rarity of these high-grade coins is due to the fact that most dimes from this period were circulated heavily, leading to wear and tear on their surfaces. However, coins that were preserved or stored properly have the potential to become incredibly valuable over time, as collectors and investors alike seek out these high-quality pieces. The 1975 one-dime coin is an excellent example of how a relatively common coin can become a prized possession when preserved in the right conditions. Its significance in the history of American coinage, combined with the fact that it represents a specific period of transition in the minting process, makes it an interesting and valuable piece for both new and experienced collectors. As time passes, the 1975 dime continues to grow in appeal. More collectors are becoming aware of its historical importance and its potential for future value. The coin's combination of beautiful design, historical context, and increasing rarity make it a perfect example of why collecting coins is such a rewarding hobby. The 1975 dime coin is not just a piece of U.S. currency, it is a piece of history that captures a pivotal moment in the country's past, and its value continues to rise as more people recognize its worth. The 1984 one-dime coin holds an important place in the history of American coinage, particularly for collectors and those who study the intricate details of U.S. currency. To truly understand the significance of the 1984 dime, we must delve into the socio-political landscape of the time, the design of the coin, its minting details, and its eventual value in the world of numismatics. The early 1980s were a time of transition and change in the United States. The country was recovering from the aftermath of the Vietnam War, grappling with the effects of the Watergate scandal, and struggling to regain its footing after the energy crises of the 1970s. In 1984, Ronald Reagan was midway through his first term as president, bringing a renewed sense of optimism to the nation, yet there were still lingering economic challenges, particularly concerning inflation and unemployment. The 1984 one-dime coin emerged during this period of recovery and transformation. By the early 1980s, the U.S. Mint had already made several significant changes to its coinage. The copper-nickel-clad composition that had been introduced in the 1960s remained standard for most circulating coins, including the dime. These changes had been necessitated by the rising cost of precious metals, primarily silver, which had historically been used in U.S. coinage. As a result, by the time the 1984 one-dime coin was minted, the composition of the coin was composed of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, an alloy that provided both durability and cost efficiency, ensuring that the mint could continue to produce coins without the financial strain of using precious metals. While the 1984 dime did not introduce any drastic design changes, it still played a pivotal role in the ongoing evolution of U.S. coinage. As with most dimes in the modern era, the obverse of the coin bore the iconic image of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. This design, created by John R. Sinek, had been in use since 1946, shortly after Roosevelt's death, and it remained one of the most recognizable portraits in American numismatics. Roosevelt's image on the dime was intended to honor his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, highlighting his enduring influence on the nation's development. The intricacies of Roosevelt's face, his sharp profile, and the dignified expression etched onto the coin served as a reminder of the challenges he had faced and the legacy he left behind. On the reverse side of the coin, the traditional symbols of the torch, olive branch, and oak branch remained present, representing liberty, peace, and strength, respectively. These symbols were first introduced by Felix Schlag, the artist behind the design of the reverse side of the dime. Together, the torch stands for freedom and enlightenment, the olive branch signifies peace, and the oak branch represents strength and endurance. These motifs were timeless symbols of American values, and they had become synonymous with the imagery of the U.S. Mint by the time the 1984 dime coin was issued. While the overall design of the 1984 dime did not change, its production came at a critical moment in American history. The economic environment of the time had placed an emphasis on cost-effective manufacturing practices, and the copper-nickel-clad alloy used in the dime was a direct response to these pressures. The 1984 one-dime coin, like its predecessors, was produced in large quantities at the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint, where millions of these coins were struck and distributed into circulation across the United States. Despite the high mintage of the coin, the condition in which it remained was crucial to its future value. The 1984 dime coin was produced in massive quantities, making it a relatively common coin in circulation. However, as with all coins, the vast majority of those produced were heavily circulated and became worn and damaged over time. Coins that were used in daily transactions often became scratched, tarnished, or faded, diminishing their value to collectors. However, for those who sought to preserve coins in pristine condition, the 1984 dime represented a potential treasure. In the world of numismatics, the condition of a coin is one of the most important factors in determining its value. The 1984 dime coin that remained in uncirculated condition, or one that was carefully preserved and kept free from wear and tear, could become highly valuable in the future. Coins that have been graded as MS67 or higher, signifying that they are in near-perfect condition, can fetch significant premiums on the market, with prices reaching upwards of $130,000 or more for those that are graded highly and authenticated by reputable grading services such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. What makes the 1984 dime coin particularly appealing to collectors is the fact that, despite its relatively high mintage, it is still difficult to find in pristine condition. The high volume of coins that were produced meant that many of them were used in everyday transactions, resulting in wear and degradation over time. The challenge for collectors has always been in finding those rare pieces that have survived in perfect or near-perfect condition. As time goes on, fewer and fewer 1984 dime coins remain in excellent condition, and those that do are highly sought after by collectors who recognize their rarity and value. In addition to its aesthetic appeal and the rarity of well-preserved examples, the 1984 dime also holds historical significance. By the time this coin was struck, the United States had experienced decades of change, both economically and socially. The 1984 dime reflects the optimism of the Reagan era, a time when the nation was looking forward to new possibilities and opportunities. Collectors often view coins like the 1984 dime as a snapshot of a particular moment in time, one that captured the spirit and challenges of the 1980s. Another factor that contributes to the allure of the 1984 dime is its connection to the broader context of U.S. coinage. The dime has long been a symbol of American values, and the image of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the coin continues to resonate with people today. Roosevelt's leadership during the Great Depression and his pivotal role in shaping the New Deal policies left an indelible mark on American history. By preserving his likeness on the dime, the U.S. Mint ensured that his legacy would live on, reminding future generations of the nation's resilience and strength in times of adversity. As collectors and investors continue to seek out rare and valuable coins, the 1984 dime coin remains a prized possession for those who appreciate its historical significance, its design, and its potential for future value. With each passing year, the 1984 dime continues to grow in popularity, as more people recognize its value and significance in the world of numismatics. Whether as a piece of history, a symbol of American resilience, or an investment in the future, the 1984 dime coin stands as a testament to the enduring appeal of U.S. currency. The 1996 one-dime coin is an iconic piece of American numismatics that not only serves as a part of the country's monetary history but also holds a special place among coin collectors. To truly appreciate the significance of this particular coin, one must look at both the era in which it was minted and the elements that make it unique. The 1996 dime provides a fascinating glimpse into the economic, political, and cultural landscape of the United States during the mid-1990s. This coin reflects a time of transformation, marked by the end of the Cold War, rapid advancements in technology, and the arrival of a new millennium. The year 1996 was a time of stability and growth for the United States, following the economic boom of the 1980s and the early 1990s. The country was experiencing a period of prosperity, often referred to as the dot-com boom, driven by innovations in technology and the rise of the Internet. Politically, the nation was in the midst of the Clinton administration, which focused on economic growth, deficit reduction, and the expansion of global trade. The prosperity of the time and the optimism that permeated the nation were reflected in the 1996 one-dime coin, which would go on to play an important role in the broader numismatic history of the United States. The 1996 dime was minted in both the Philadelphia and Denver mints as part of the standard annual production of the coin, which was used in daily transactions across the United States. Produced primarily from a copper-nickel-clad composition, the 1996 dime maintained the same durability and low production cost as the earlier dimes. The use of copper-nickel cladding, introduced in the 1960s, ensured that the coins could withstand circulation while keeping production costs low, which was critical during a time when inflation and the price of metals were rising. When it comes to design, the 1996 dime follows the familiar aesthetic that has been in place since 1946. The obverse of the coin features the distinguished portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who served from 1933 until his death in 1945. Roosevelt's image was chosen by the U.S. Mint after his passing, as a tribute to his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II. Designed by John R. Sinek, Roosevelt's profile on the 1996 dime is characterized by its clarity and grace, exuding a sense of both strength and calm dignity. Roosevelt's portrait is surrounded by the word liberty, the year of mintage, in God we trust, and the mint mark, which signifies where the coin was struck. On the reverse side of the coin, the design remains the same as that of the previous dimes. The central motif of the reverse is a torch, flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch. These symbols have long represented the ideals of the United States, with the torch signifying liberty, the olive branch symbolizing peace, and the oak branch denoting strength. Together, these elements on the 1996 dime convey a message of unity and enduring power. The reverse side is also inscribed with the words United States of America and E pluribus unum, as well as the denomination one dime. The 1996 one-dime coin was produced in vast quantities to meet the needs of the U.S. economy at the time. Millions of these coins were distributed into circulation, where they were used in everything from vending machines to daily commerce. As with many coins, over time, these dimes would become worn and damaged through regular use. However, certain well-preserved examples of the 1996 dime are highly valued by collectors, especially those that have retained their original luster and sharp details. The numismatic community places great importance on the condition of a coin, and for the 1996 dime, coins that have been well preserved and are graded MS67 or higher can command premium prices. While a typical 1996 dime in circulation may not be worth much beyond its face value of 10 cents, examples that are uncirculated or in mint condition can fetch upwards of $110,000 or more, depending on the grade. For collectors, this makes the 1996 dime a desirable coin, especially for those who are building a collection of Roosevelt dimes or coins from this particular era. The appeal of the 1996 dime goes beyond just its design or rarity. It is also deeply tied to the cultural significance of the 1990s. During this decade, the U.S. was undergoing rapid technological advancements, with the explosion of personal computers and the Internet, which would soon revolutionize how the world operated. The 1996 dime serves as a tangible reminder of this pivotal moment in history, a period when the country was on the cusp of entering the digital age, yet still firmly rooted in its 20th century identity. For numismatists, the 1996 dime offers an opportunity to own a piece of history that captures both the spirit of the time and the enduring legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt. As with other coins from the mid-1990s, the 1996 dime represents a turning point in American history, one where the country was evolving at a rapid pace and embracing new challenges and opportunities. With many coins in circulation, the value of the 1996 one-dime coin has increased over time, particularly as collectors seek out coins from specific years and mintages. For those looking to add a 1996 dime to their collection, finding a coin in excellent condition or with a high-grade certification can be quite a rewarding pursuit. These coins are often sought after in auctions and numismatic conventions, where their value continues to climb due to their rarity and pristine condition. The enduring value of the 1996 dime is also a testament to the coin's continued relevance in the broader context of American coinage. Despite being a smaller denomination, the dime has always held a special place in the hearts of American citizens, representing both the country's democratic ideals and its strong financial foundation. The 1996 dime is not only an important historical artifact but also a highly coveted item among numismatists who recognize its intrinsic value. In summary, the 1996 one-dime coin is more than just a piece of currency, it is a reflection of an era of economic prosperity, political stability, and technological progress. For those interested in collecting, it offers a unique connection to the Clinton administration, the cultural shifts of the 1990s, and the legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt. As a coin that continues to appreciate in value, the 1996 dime serves as both a fascinating subject for collectors and a valuable asset for investors looking to build a diverse portfolio of rare and historically significant coins. The 2021 one-dime coin represents a significant moment in the history of American coinage, offering both collectors and historians a valuable look into the modern age of currency. As we reflect on the coin's design, minting details, and its place in the broader context of American history, the 2021 dime is more than just a piece of money. It is a symbol of how far the United States has come in its economic and political journey. The 2021 dime was minted during a period of immense change and challenge for the United States. In the years leading up to 2021, the country had faced unprecedented events, including the COVID-19 pandemic, which upended global economies and changed the way people lived and worked. It was a time of reflection and renewal, and the 2021 dime became part of this moment, even as it carried forward the enduring legacy of its design, which had been in place since the mid-20th century. Produced by the United States Mint, the 2021 one-dime coin adhered to the same copper-nickel clad composition as its predecessors, ensuring its durability for circulation. The dime has been a staple of American currency for over 70 years, and the 2021 dime is no exception. The obverse features the iconic profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who has been the face of the dime since 1946. The profile, designed by John R. Sinek, is a timeless representation of Roosevelt's leadership and his pivotal role during the Great Depression and World War II. His dignified face, with its distinct features and unmistakable expression, has become an enduring symbol of strength and resilience. Roosevelt's image is surrounded by the words Liberty, Indiana, God We Trust, and the year of mintage, 2021, as well as the mint mark. The mint mark signifies the location where the coin was struck, either D for Denver or P for Philadelphia. On the reverse side of the coin, the traditional symbols of American strength and unity are displayed: a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch. These elements continue to symbolize the core values of the nation: liberty, peace, and strength. The inscription E pluribus unum, out of many, one, further reinforces the message of unity, which is central to the American experience. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 2021 dime coin is its production during an era where the United States Mint was navigating both economic uncertainty and modern technological advancements. In 2020, the mint had to adjust its operations in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, which affected production schedules and coin distribution. However, the 2021 dime was able to reach circulation just as the country was emerging from the grips of the pandemic. This timing imbued the coin with an additional layer of historical significance, symbolizing the resilience and recovery of the American people after one of the most challenging times in recent memory. While millions of these coins were produced and circulated, collectors have always held a special appreciation for the quality of minting. Coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition can command significant premiums on the open market. With proper preservation and high-quality grading, the 2021 dime has become a sought-after piece for those looking to expand their collections. The coin's rarity and condition will determine its final value in the marketplace, but even in less-than-perfect conditions, the 2021 dime holds value for collectors who are building comprehensive sets of Roosevelt dimes or coins minted during this era. In the broader context of U.S. currency, the 2021 dime serves as an important bridge between the historical significance of earlier coins and the ongoing evolution of coinage in the digital age. The country had already been shifting toward a cashless society, with increasing reliance on digital payment systems, but coins like the 2021 dime continue to play a role in everyday life. The dime remains a familiar and vital part of the American financial system, even as people move toward electronic transactions. The 2021 dime coin is also a reflection of the broader political and economic landscape of the country. The United States was entering a period of recovery after the pandemic, and the election of Joe Biden as president marked a new chapter in the nation's political journey. For collectors, the 2021 dime represents a coin minted during a period of transition and change, a time when the nation was working to overcome challenges and move forward into a new era. For numismatists, the 2021 dime is of particular interest due to its relatively recent mintage and its role in the larger series of Roosevelt dimes. While it may not be as rare as some older coins, its significance is undeniable, and it continues to attract interest from those who appreciate the continuity and tradition of American coinage. Its value on the market may increase over time as more people recognize its historical importance and the broader context of its creation. The 2021 dime coin also reflects the nation's dedication to honoring its past while embracing the future. The design, which has remained largely unchanged for over 7 decades, is a testament to the strength and consistency of American values. At the same time, the minting of the coin during a period of uncertainty and recovery adds a unique layer of meaning to it, giving it a place in the annals of modern American numismatic history. In conclusion, the 2021 one-dime coin is not just another dime in the vast collection of American currency. It is a significant piece of history that symbolizes a period of national recovery and resilience. The coin's production during the COVID-19 pandemic and its eventual circulation in the post-pandemic world give it historical relevance beyond its simple denomination. As a collectible item, it holds appeal for both casual collectors and serious numismatists alike, and its value will likely increase over time, particularly for those fortunate enough to find a coin in exceptional condition. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a casual observer, the 2021 dime is a coin that represents the spirit of the American people and the country's ongoing journey through times of challenge and transformation.